Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be showcasing some amazing paint jobs that have been submitted in the recent painting competition entitled Paint the Town Red. So if you guys are new here, we are giving away a $25 Amazon gift card right now. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. Also, join our Discord. That's where these painting contests are held, and I love to do them all the time and have you guys submit some stuff and hand out some really cool prizes. So one of the things we do with the painting competition, I do giveaways for physical goods and stuff in the Discord as well, but I like to do these type of painting competitions that are very low risk. I don't want too much pressure. I want everybody to enter, even if you don't like your paint jobs or whatever, just enter anyway, because I like to showcase a lot of the results. So even if you don't win it, you may still end up in one of my videos here. But also, it's a way for me to give the winner of each painting competition the Artisan of Fate title. So you get a kind of a unique role in the Discord and a unique color that's going to kind of stand out a little bit. And so that's a very fun thing to do. There's not been many Artisans of Fate. There's only one winner per competition. But we're all winners because we all get to go ahead and have fun with it. And so basically, I'll periodically I have these competitions, and we go in there, and it's like you just post pictures. There's no text, but you can react with little emojis and stuff like that to see to the ones that you like. And each one has a theme. Sometimes it's restricted to one game. Maybe a new wave comes out, and we want to see, hey, let me see your latest, your latest starships for X-Wing or Armada stuff, or Legion stuff, or Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, or your 40K stuff. Sometimes it's a theme of like, show me swords or something like that. So anything that happens to have a sword. In this case, the theme was red. We had Valentine's Day that was creeping up, so I decided let's do like kind of a Valentine's Day theme, and it went a little bit past Valentine's Day, but that happens a little bit. I'd like to keep them open a little bit longer, and so they kind of run for a while. And now all of the painting competitions we've had are still available, although they're locked to new entries. So you can also go onto the Discord and check out some of the older competitions. Maybe you get some great inspiration for some paint jobs. There's some really cool color schemes. And so, maybe we'll see what happens with the next painting competition. Plus, you guys can leave some great suggestions for things that you guys would like to see as sort of the theme for the next painting competition. And sometimes they're just wide open too. Just submit whatever you want. That happens from time to time as well. With all that being said, I'd like to start talking about some of these awesome submissions that are here. This first one is just a really cool, it's like lightly red, right? Like there's not a whole lot of red, and my only requirement was that it have red in it. It didn't have to be all red. It could be a variation. It could be like a pink or, some, but it didn't have to be completely red. And here's a great example of doing like a minimalist red approach. And it's a whole fleet too, so it's not just one miniature, which I think is really cool. We're getting squadrons and we're getting ships, and it's just very light paneling, so it still looks very like thematically appropriate. Like this is totally like a fleet that you'd see within the Rebellion of just some lightly painted, rebel ships, and this actually looks like a nice fleet too. 3 MC-30s. If this fleet gets up close to you, they're gonna do some damage. But I really like the paint job. It was very subtle. It's very clean. And it made me smile. So thank you for that. We've got some of these. Now, this is definitely a lot more red. And I don't know if these are Sisters of Battle from 40K or if they're from a different game. I'm not 100% sure. But they definitely have the red theme going on. At first, I was thinking some kind of Alice in Wonderland, kind of like Queen of Hearts kind of theme. It definitely kind of seemed like that. But yeah, both the bases kind of have that Martian kind of rusty red dirt, but the armor is very much red. The shield emblems are very much red, and there's a lot of individual details that went into each of these. There's a whole lot of detailing on these, as well as some nice little kind of like edge highlighting and some kind of light shading effects going on some of the aspects of them. Also, especially like this, like the interior of this cloak here is kind of white versus like I like two-tone cloth is always a really cool thing to see on miniatures as well. So a lot of work went into this one. Very, very cool. We've got this big old nice angel from Dominion. I actually submitted one of these too. And this one would have probably ranked, it might have been in the top 3 if there was more red in it. It's barely on theme. Like that's like, this is brown, right? But like that's the one red piece right there. Like, so you're like, all right, fine, well, I guess you have these 2 little baubles down here that are red too. It's not really red though, but it still looks great, and I wanted to show it off. One thing that's really nice about here is the patterning on the feathers is very cool. And so having recently finished an Age of Sigmar Dominion box Stormcast Eternals army, I had to paint this particular miniature, and she was very time consuming, especially doing all those feathers. So I definitely can appreciate the amount of work that goes into something like this. It's a heck of a model. Here we got an Armada fighter, and this is a Gauntlet Fighter. This looks like the Knight Brother, Darth Maul's individual Gauntlet Fighter, and you can see the thumb there. These things are no bigger than a dime, right? So there's a whole lot of precision that goes into this. It's pretty impressive. So really nice job on this particular miniature, and also fitting it into the theme. And we've got Shmoog. Shmoog. I think it should be like a shush sound. Shmoog. I believe this is Smog from the Lord of the Rings miniatures game. It's one of those games that I've just never gotten into, but it's wildly popular. And and this is I look at this guy and I'm thinking of this model. And first off, he's painted brilliantly well. He's got all kinds of great blacks and reds, and then on the throat you've got some nice kind of like wet blending into kind of like a orangey yellowish underbelly too, which is just a nice underbelly tone for a dragon, but also kind of references all of the gold that he's been laying in. Great work on the base there as well. But he's such a weird looking dragon, right? And I feel like this miniature was probably sculpted in the design of the old cartoons we had for Lord of the Rings. I think he was kind of jumping straight off of the old VHS tapes. So if you guys have ever seen like The Hobbit or any of that stuff, like that's the Hobbit cartoon that had songs in it and stuff like that. So I think that's where they kind of got this particular image of the dragon from, but pretty cool stuff. Next up, I believe this, I don't know what game this is from. I'm gonna guess BattleTech maybe, but I think BattleTech uses hexes, so no idea, but definitely fits the theme. Incredible line work on this, and like on these shoulders, like that's really groovy, and doing the line work on the base too is pretty spectacular. I wish I knew what this was from. If you guys know what this is from, let me know in the comments section. We've got an Interdictor coming up. It's always nice to see red painted in an Interdictor. But what's I thought was particularly striking about this one is that he's got 5 shields on the side. How dare you, sir? How dare you cheat and increase your shield value on an Interdictor to 5? That's absolutely outstanding. That only, if you're painted a certain color, you get no. The thing that's actually really nice about this is that there's some like green stuff, I guess, or some additional molding on here, because it's kind of got like magma rock. If you look real close, like along, and again, if you want to get a higher resolution look at this or any of the photos in here, they're all available in the Discord. You can hop down in there and you go to the contests. We've got all of the different painting contests. This one is going to be Paint the Town Red. It'll probably say finished Paint the Town Red, because once one is closed, I mark it off as finished, but I leave it there so that you can see all of them. May end up moving them into a different category at some point. So because once I have enough of them, it's going to get crowded. So. But yeah, this is it's really cool that you got the whole magma lava rock stuff going on in here, and I thought that was something I've never seen done on a ship before. A lot of people don't mod their ships. A lot of people just paint their ships if they're going to repaint them. But there's like physically putting the lava on there was a really nice touch. So I thought that was cool. We've got an acclimator, another Armada one. This is such a really nice paint job. I've seen some some different takes on acclimators, but never seen one like this. And not only is like the gray really clean, and then this red is really clean, but like there's individual fading and different like layers of highlight. It almost looks like it's like lightsabers and stuff that are going on in here. And it's such a really nice effect. I thought that was awesome, and of course happens to fit the theme. And yeah, we got this is so this is from Drop Fleet Commander, but this is one of the factions that I don't play. I haven't even finished putting all of these guys together yet. But this is just a really cool. I guess it's one of their Corvettes. I'm not sure exactly which fighter or which ship this is, but really great detail. Like all of these, like this is so you can see the paint pods behind. This is already a small ship, and with that many, like again, Drop Fleet Commander's got some really cool ships, but this is I think it's Chaltari or something. I think that's the name of the faction. Yeah, and just incredible amount of detailing on here. Like they're like little sweat beads of sweat that are coming off of it. Every one of those has been hit, and this wasn't just. I don't think this was just a blanket dry brushing, because you're not seeing that kind of white anywhere else on the ship. So really cool job there. So you get a lot of credit for that. Very cool. All right, so now we're gonna move up into the top three. The top three are coming, and I wanted to kind of show a couple of other awesome paint jobs. Now there's a lot. If yours did not get shown or does not get shown, doesn't mean I didn't like it. I could only I didn't want this to be a 2-hour-long video. We actually had a lot of entries this time. I think this was our biggest painting competition yet. We have a tremendous amount of entries and a lot of really good entries too. So I want to thank everybody who entered. And, you guys are absolutely fantastic. So really cool. Thank you for entering. All right, here we go with the top three. Number 3, this is actually was submitted by Sukamimus Lord. And this is I think this is from Warcry. I believe it's either from Warcry or Age of Sigmar, because they're both kind of in that whole medieval theme kind of thing going on. And I had seen this one before. However, I don't remember which game it's from or what the guy's name is. But this is my buddy Sean's submission, and it's and I feel bad, kind of like, because I know you and you're my friend, and I can't but whatever. It made the top 3. There's so much going on with this one, and you got to look at it in higher resolution. This is a tremendous amount of detail, but not only is there a whole lot of detail on this particular mini, but the base also has some of the best base work that I've ever seen on this particular mini. Like, there's a whole tree in here. You got other stuff. You've got the cracked soil. You got grass. You got mud. There's a lot of detail going on in this base. So definitely look at this one in higher resolution. It's just a tremendous model. There's so much to this, and this is a larger model too. You got a guy riding a freaking dinosaur, so you got a lot going on here. So very cool. Thank you for submitting. And of course, it's red and it's on theme. Number 2, I love Darth Maul, so some of my bias has to creep in here. Now, while this one isn't the reddest of miniatures, it's definitely on theme, because it's Darth Maul and it's definitely red, and as well as the base is red. So, it's sometimes tricky to do a black cloth, a black miniature. Same thing with white. Straight blacks and straight whites are often tricky, but the amount of shades that are going on into this one, and that OSL really looks good. So you can kind of see the lightsaber reflecting off of the black cloak. That's really nice. The boots are a whole different shade of like dark gray. They have their own shading and edge highlighting going on with the boots. You can see each individual strap. You can see all of that in tremendous detail. And of course, the face. The face is one of the best faces I have seen. It's such an incredibly good Darth Maul face. It practically terrifies me just looking at it. So thank you to Hillian Pirate for your submission here. The number 1 spot, and this was not easy, but the number 1 spot in this case is going to Baladin, who had many submissions, many of which were absolutely fantastic. But this Millennium Falcon, this Lando's Falcon, there's so much going on in this particular ship, and it's all incredibly clean. Like, every one of these is a perfect straight line. This must have taken, I don't know how much time. It must have taken a tremendous amount of time to get this level of detail and not screw it up. I have done some stuff with tape before, but the thing is, like, there's so many different colors. You've got 4, 5 even different colors of completely straight lines in here. So it's not like it was just a stencil. This is a tremendous job, and there are a lot of other submissions too that you guys need to look at. But Baladin is going to be the winner, and congratulations, Baladin. You'll be the new Artisan of Fate in the Discord, and that's going to do it for this particular giveaway. We'll be doing more, or not giveaway, for the contest. We'll be doing more of these. I don't want there to be too many Artisans of Fate, so we're not doing them every month, but we do them periodically, and sometimes they go for a month, sometimes they go for a little bit longer or a little bit less. But if you want to see yourself appear, you gotta submit. And if you want to check out all of them in higher resolution or see all the rest of the submissions, you can head over into the Discord, go into the contests, and you'll see all of the different painting competitions that we've had over there. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to everybody who submitted their images, their painted miniatures. They were awesome, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. And also thanks for not typing text in the channel. It's a pictures only thread when we do these competitions. And big thanks to my Discord mods for helping to reinforce those rules. You guys are awesome. Big thanks to my patrons as well. You guys are amazing and help make this channel possible. So if you guys are interested in learning more or wanting to join the team and become a patron, you can check the links in the description below. I will talk to you guys later. And as always, may the Force be with you, and keep on painting.